probably stay away from Shoya Ishida. He's a bully. He's so bad. A girl had to switch schools.
Like they always say, what goes around comes around. I knew I royally screwed up. And I needed to pay for being a jerk. And so... I pushed everyone away.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? I ain't gonna lie, gang. Last video, gang. We got almost 200 views. I got 50 subscribers now. Do you know how crazy this is, bro? Gang, y'all don't think this shit is a lot. This is a lot. This is a milestone, gang. I got my first 100 plus viewers. I have 50 subscribers. 50 people are subscribed to me now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subs, for the likes, for the views. Thank you for all of this. Even if you don't know me yet, I hope that you join this little channel that I'm trying to create, gang. I hope that you enjoyed my last video. I hope that you enjoyed this video if you watch. But what's up, everybody? I'm back. True as Dav, true as Dave, whatever you want to call me. But low-key, I wanted to come on here and talk about are you the problem or are they the problem? It's not even, it depends. This can go with family, this can go with friends, this can go with exes, relationship, even a current relationship that you're currently in. This can go with anything. It doesn't matter. Even just a stranger. But let's get straight to it. Low-key, I might talk about 2 animes and 2 movies in this thing right here because there's like a lot that I can talk about, and I watch a lot of movies and animes that kind of like show this. But I feel like one that really stands out to me is A Silent Voice. I read the manga earlier last year, and it really changed my perspective on a lot of things because it shows way more than an anime ever could. And in the anime, it shows you a group of kids bullying this deaf girl, and the torment goes on for a long time, and the teacher does nothing, sides eye everything. The teacher in the anime compared to the manga, such a drastic difference, and it makes you really question. The kids aren't even in the wrong in the situation. It's mostly the grown adult because he saw this and he let it proceed to happen, and then he wanted to take all of this frustration and basically everything out on the child. The legit child who doesn't know right from wrong, basically. When a kid does these type of things, it's not even that they're grown into this. They're legitimately just doing these things because they're either following somebody, they want to fit in, or they want to be cool. Legitimately, it's just a child. It's a child brain. An adult in that situation was supposed to step in and stop it, but he didn't. So going on through the manga and the anime, the main character gets punished because all of the friends turned on him. The deaf girl, she transferred schools because how much she got bullied. Her ear started bleeding because they used to rip out her hearing aids and everything. It gets so bad to the point she transfers schools. And the main character gets blamed for all of this, and this leads to him wanting to kill himself. This leads to him having self-doubt. This leads to him having a negative view on the world. And it just leads him to basically be less of whoever he is. He doesn't feel deserving of love. And it takes him, I don't know how long, but it takes him throughout the whole manga to legitimately get back to where you're supposed to love yourself. And it's like, people will show you their true colors when it comes down to it, all the way at the end. And that's just the friendship aspect of things. Relationship aspects of things and family aspects of things are so different, and when it's really crazy. No matter, he got did so bad in that anime, he still turned out such a great person. And even throughout that whole anime, he was never the problem. He was a product of his environment. He hung around these bullies. He just did things that his friends did. He just wanted to fit in and be cool. But he's the one that took the blame for it. And even he tried to defend himself, but the teacher, mind you, the teacher did nothing. And he let the kid take this blame. A legit child. A child took all of this blame. A child should not have to take that blame, should not be going through that type of mental things. Should not at all. He lost all of his friends. He started getting bullied. And it's like a cycle, and it's so crazy because a child has to go through all of this mental stuff alone. He gets to the point where he's like super insecure and all of these things. He definitely did his bad things and he was in the wrong, but at least he stood up and he still went to go apologize to this girl. He went out of his way to at least apologize and go forward with his life. That's one thing that he still did. After all of that, he's the only person who came forward and still apologized. And he's the least likely one that was in the wrong right there. And he still apologized for it. Because he's not the only one that did shit. He's not the only one that seen that shit. But he was the first one. He's still young. He was like 17 years old when he's doing this. That he took accountability for all the things that his classmates and him did. It's not just a one person thing. All of you people seen it and you decided to ignore it. You seen it and you even did these things with him. It's not just him alone. But really read the manga and watch that movie, the anime movie. It's really great. Really great. But I'm going to go to a movie and then anime and then a movie. But the next one, we're going to talk about low-key is Good Will Hunting. Oh my God, I watched this movie last year when I was going through my heartbreak. Perfect fucking movie. Perfect movie. I legitimately relate to this movie so much that I probably should not. But in a movie, he gets a therapist. And he thinks it's going to be like every other therapist. Like, he's been living his life. Like, legitimately, he doesn't care. He's been at foster homes. He's been through a lot of bullshit. He doesn't really care for it. Like, he doesn't think he's about to go nowhere. And he has, like, a lot of good qualities that he doesn't see until people start pointing them out. His friends know about this. His therapists know about this. Even the girl that he falls in love with know about this. But there's just so many things that he's been through in life that he doesn't feel deserving of love or anything for real. And he meets this therapist. And this therapist has went through the work. She's lost his wife. I don't know I forgot mostly everything from the movie, but the main plot point to this movie is the therapist and the relationship. I'm gonna talk more about the relationship in this because the relationship actually is really sad and it kind of made me think about my like really old ex, like the one I first fell in love with. But low-key, the relationship was going really good and he did lie a lot, but we got to the point where like it's really deep because he has to be vulnerable and he has to open up, but he cannot because he's never done it before. He's not used to it. Like, he's opened up to the therapist, but you gotta make yourself so vulnerable with a woman to the point where she knows you so deeply. You gotta let her be in your head. You gotta tell her. You gotta communicate with her. And if you don't communicate, the relationship just cannot work. And that's how it went. He got mad at her because she wants to love him for who he is. She wants to see past all the negative things that's happened in his life and love him for him. She wants to heal that person, but he cannot give in because it's something that he's never had before. He's scared. He's trying to run away from it. Even no matter how much you love her, you can't do anything. It's just like you love this person so much, but being that vulnerable with anybody is really scary. Like, to the point where they know you. They know every little insecurity, every little detail about your past. You're so vulnerable with them that you're basically giving them a piece of you. And basically, they have so much on you, and it's like they can just leave you. Or you're really fearful that they're just going to leave, or they aren't going to care. And that's kind of what happened to me. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but low key, I really sound corny if I say this shit. But I low key told my ex I'm gonna give her my heart, and it backfired. I was the one to break up with her because I kind of felt betrayed after something that happened. Anyways, we broke up, and she went to a different guy, and I could not be mad because that's just my karma. And I did her wrong throughout the relationship. She did me wrong throughout the relationship. Hopefully she forgives me. Just keep going forward in my life. I'm not going to dwell on the past, and I moved on. But yeah, bro, relationships is really sad, and it takes a lot. It really takes a lot to be vulnerable, communication, and a lot of love. Genuinely, a lot of love. Please don't be scared to be vulnerable with your partner or communicate with your partner, because at the end of the day, if you really want it to work, you have to communicate a lot. You have to understand. You have to listen. You genuinely have to listen and understand. And if you don't, there's just not much you can do. But on to the next one. We on to Nana. Ooh, Nana. I love Nana so much, bro. Honestly, Nana is a really good anime, and I advise y'all to watch this. It's a really older anime, but I really love it, and I don't know, I really like the drawing style, and I like the fashion up in there. Look at the necklace. We got the Sheen's lighter. Oh my gosh, Sheen, I feel bad for him, but he's a really cool character. But but gang, it's so fucking cool. I love Nana with the passion. But gang, like, okay, I don't know what to talk about from Nana because there's like so many things, like family drama. There's a lot of relationship drama. If anything, I'm gonna talk about Nana Osaki and Nana. I forgot her last name, but I'm gonna talk about Nana Osaki. Is like, I'm pretty sure is the Nana with the black hair, and then Hachiko. So I'm gonna just talk about Hachiko. Talk about both of their relationships because they have like a really strong kind of like platonic relationship. You can either be together or just friends, which they were just friends. But I'm pretty sure Hachiko actually fell for Nana, and Nana fell for Hachiko before. I don't know. This is just a speculation on what I watched. It's been a while, but you could low-key see them as both. But when Nana first met Hachiko, it was like it's really like a lot of shit that went into this, because you meet this random person, and she like really seemed really interesting, or Hachiko seemed really interested in Nana because she's not somebody that she's seen it before. It's like a very new person that you got to get accustomed to. You're not used to seeing this because she's from a small town. But long story short, they move in together and they start getting like really, really close. And Nana is friends with, her ex is legitimately from this band, a really famous band, Trap Nest. And her ex is in there. Ren still loves Nana, and Nana still loves Ren, but Nana also loves, what is his name? How did I forget his name? Anyway, she likes the bald dude. But, okay, so Hachi also likes one of the Trap Nest members, and it's the worst one of them all. Takumi. Oh my god, Takumi sucks. Takumi genuinely sucks. Like, jump off a bridge, gang. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to feel him at first. I was kind of feeling him like he was making a good few points. Like when he was talking about Nana saying you're 20 years old, nothing going good for you and shit. I was like, okay, you making some sense. But then he started doing weird shit. Like he would snap on her sometimes. And then there's a scene where he legitimately, you're weird. I don't not like you no more, gang. I never liked this dude, but damn, he's just a genuine dick. And it's like, you can grow up with a lot of shit bad happening to you. I've grew up with bad stuff happening to me, and I've went through a lot of shit in my life, even relationships. But don't let this junk deter you from being a good person. The more you let things deter you from being a good person, you're just bad. You're just a bad person overall. Genuinely. Like, why would you ever try to hurt anybody? Like, what is in your heart to make you want to hurt somebody? Genuinely. Like, I don't understand that at all. Like, I feel like you legitimately have to be a rare human being to just won't hurt on anybody. Even revenge. Especially narcissists. Those are the weirdest people in the world. Or guilt trippers or victims. weirdos. Like, what's wrong with you? Take accountability, be honest, be transparent, and be vulnerable with each other. Like, you call this person your friend, you call this person your family, you call this person your partner, and it's like you're not showing these type of things that you're trying to put off. But I'm getting off topic. Anyways, Nana and Hachi, basically, Nana got pregnant by Takumi, and she felt really conflicted to abort the baby, but in the end, she really didn't because she got, I think it's called maternal instinct or something like that. I forgot what it's called, but basically, she got something that baby basically made her want that kid, and it's to the point where she couldn't abort it. So basically, she kept the kid, and she told like all her friends. It was like Nobu, Sheen, Nana, and I forgot his name, but he's one of the best people in the anime. He's really nice, solid. He's a lawyer. He's such a great guy, like legitimately. I wish Nana would have picked him, but she didn't. She did love him, and he loved her, but Ren was in a way, and that like it's like one of those relationships where it's like really toxic, and it's like somebody that you love them. You love both of these people basically, but yeah, basically Nana or Hachiko is pregnant with Takumi's baby. At first, she didn't want to have it because it's Takumi. Nobody wants Takumi kid, but after a while, she get like this desire to want the kid, and she legitimately has to pick him because at the end of the day, Nobu doesn't have his shit together yet. Takumi has his shit together right now. He can't provide for that child, and she's conflicted because it's like she still loves Nobu, but she's to the point where she knows that she can never be good for Nobu. She's hurt this man in the worst way possible, and even if he would still come back to her, it's just that she can't do nothing about this. Like, she's about to have a child. And even if Nobu's there, can he provide for her at like Takumi can at that point for the kid? She's putting the kid before herself, her own desires, her own happiness, because she has a child in her belly, basically the future. So she chooses Takumi. And she tells like Blast about this, which is the band that Nana is in with everybody that I mentioned. But she mentions this to the band, and all of them, some of them are okay with it because they can't really fight it. They definitely feel sad because Hachiko starts seeing them less, and they're gonna miss her a lot. But at the end of the day, Nana feels a really like a real weird way about it because she started losing like a lot of people. Basically, like Ren, I think he moved across somewhere because I forgot what, I think he went on tour or something. But like a lot of stuff just started going bad, and with Nobuo, which is Nobuo low-key lost Nana or Hachiko, and then Nana started feeling sad because Nobu's going through it, and he really wants Hachiko to always be there. She's like a really selfish person, and she knows this, but she genuinely just doesn't want to lose Hachiko because she loves her so deeply, and it's like not even just one of those. Like, she genuinely loves her a lot, like as a friend. Even if it was like a lover, she loves her so much to the point where it's like, damn, she can't lose her friends. She loves all of her friends a lot, and it's like she holds them as family. She don't want to lose them. But Hachiko already had to make her decision to move with Takumi and all of this, and she still wanted to go see Nana, but she just couldn't because I guess she felt conflicted with things and everything. But yeah, low-key, this was a long segment, and I kind of went off topic a lot, but we're going to go to the next one and the last one. Okay, the last one is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Oh my god, this movie resonated with me so deeply, bro. I don't know what it is. A lot of things in that movie just made me feel like really seen and made me feel safe. Like, legitimately, it's like my comfort movie because it's like I'm like this. Legitimately, I'm basically a wallflower. I've always been weird. I've always been quiet. I've always been like very pushed away from a lot of groups of people. Like, it's just never been something that just clicked. I've been friends with popular people. I've been friends with weird people. I've been friends with like nerds. I've been friends with every single person. It's not just one type of category that I fit in. But wallflowers are just weird people. These are people that you would never expect at all. And they're people that you relate to. But in the perks of being a wallflower, this guy, like basically the main character or the main protagonist of the movie, he likes this girl and he's liked her ever since he ever met her, or when he first met her. And long story short, he low key gets with this other girl that's also in the group, and he likes them both, but he's still like really deeply in love with the other girl that's in the group, and he just cannot shake it to the point where they have this game where they play spin the bottle. And no, I forgot. I think it's like the truth or dare. Would you rather like spin the bottle, something like that. They get to the point where he gets asked a question, or truth or dare. I guess he picked dare or something like that, and he had to kiss the most pretty girl in the room. His girlfriend was right next to him, and the girl that he also likes is also right next to him. And he chooses to kiss the girl right next to him, even though his girlfriend is right next to him. Now, don't get me wrong, definitely he is the problem in this situation. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, he low key did do wrong right here. And he low key was really confused because he didn't know why he did wrong, because this is his first time doing a lot of things. Like, even in the movie, he talks about like just how his friends died, like SA, like a lot of things. The movie is like really, it really touches on a lot of things that you would not expect, and it's really a great movie, and I feel like you should watch it. But after that, it all gets weird because his girlfriend is right next to him. He kisses this girl that's right next to him. He's liked her ever since he's ever met her, and it's like, what can you even do in that situation? Like, he goes home. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna rewatch this after this video. But he goes home and everything, and not gonna lie, low key, it's kind of sad because he goes home and I'm pretty sure he has a panic attack and he like really overreacts. He calls his sister up and everything, and he didn't kill himself or anything. But it's like, it's really sad because I've had that same similar situation before, to the point where a panic attack, and I could not stop my heart from beating or my body from shaking. He also got a knife. I don't even know if I should tell this on here, but okay, I got a knife. I didn't cut myself. I cut my finger just a little bit, and I snapped back into reality. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in that movie, and it really shows you how close a lot of people are to going through the same things that you go through, and experience a lot of bad things that you experience. And it really shows you a lot. A lot of movies that I watched, like especially last year, they taught me a lot of things when it comes to relationships, when it comes to just family. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, it shows you a lot of things that you would never expect, and you gotta look at life from very different perspectives of everybody's lives. And at the end of the day, especially in relationships, you're not always going to be the problem. You're not always going to be the best in relationships. Some relationships you do bad, some relationships you do good, even family. Like, as long as you know when you're wrong and when you're right, and not an arrogant piece of shit, a narcissist, or a traumatized dickhead, then you're good. Like, just be a good person. You can't just always talk down on somebody. You can't always get what you want. You gotta understand both people's POVs. I always tend to look at the other person's point of view before I look at mine, and I try to understand where they're coming from, because I'm somebody that feels really deeply on these type of things, and it's like, I can't just worry about myself and just not give a fuck about you. I really care about every single person, my friends, family, my partners. Like, I still even have love for all my exes. I wouldn't say all, some. Like, I still got love from, and I hope they're doing good, and I really do apologize if I ever hurt anybody, family, friends, exes. It doesn't matter. I really apologize if I ever hurt you in any way. That person that I was back then will never come back. That person I despise to the core. I don't like that person in the slightest. But low-key, I feel like it's always you against the problem when it comes to relationships. It's you against the problem when it comes to family. It's you against the problem when it comes to friends. There's always going to be a problem right then and there. You can either choose to fight against it, and keep the friendship, family, or relationship strong, or you can just let it chew at you or let it destroy you guys. Because at the end of the day, you can either just leave or you can try and try and try, take accountability, and just know. You got to understand. You can't just listen, let it go in one ear, out the other, and just not care. You legitimately have to understand and care about this person. Because if you want that for yourself, then you should do it. But a lot of people don't. And that's just because that's just either how they was raised. It could just be they're just used to this type of thing. Like, if you're just used to this and if you're receiving something new and you've never experienced this before, and it's like a great person that you really never experienced before, cherish that. Enjoy that. You gotta really nurture that type of love. It's really rare, especially in this generation of people. It's really rare to find somebody who's really real, somebody who's genuine, somebody who's nice, somebody who's loving, somebody who really cares about you and wants to get to know you on a deep level that nobody has ever. Whenever I get with anybody, or even just family or friendships, I gotta know you on a deep personal level. I hold you so close in my life, you will become my family or my wife. Genuinely. Every friend I got, I hold them very dear to my heart, especially family. I hold family to a high standard. Like, I love my family more than anybody else, and even if I have a fallout with you, and the problem don't get resolved, and I know what I said and I know what I did, and you don't take accountability and you don't try to fix it or even apologize, I'm not going to try and keep pushing the fact. I'm not going to try and keep fighting against the grain because I cannot do anything if you don't try to understand me. You don't care to understand. Same with relationships. A lot of people legitimately like to cut you off. A lot of people legitimately just like to only hear their self. They don't want you. They don't want to understand you, bro. They want to be understood and just have you suffer for it. Genuinely. They just like to project. They're not used to this type of thing. When you give somebody genuine love, somebody who's been hurt all the time, they just don't know what to do. And I was one of those people before, but I still tried my hardest to be the best I ever could. And you may be influenced by your actions, but don't let them influence you to the point where it gets really deep and past the point where it's like, oh, I'm kind of fucking this up. Like, I really love this person. I really love this friend. I really love this family member. You gotta cherish that. You gotta nurture that. You gotta build that from the ground up. And I've legitimately been coming back in contact with people who left my life and they really changed and they became a better person. And I would have never expected that. And I'm really glad they have. And it's like really rare to see a lot of people change, especially when they leave my life. Like a lot, whenever somebody leave my life, I always see them spiral down. I don't wish negative intent or ill will upon anybody ever. Genuinely never. Friends, family, exes, it doesn't matter. I would never wish ill will or negative intent on you ever. Genuinely, I want the best for you. It doesn't matter if I'm not in your life or you're not in mine. I always will hope you're doing well. I will always hope you're in high spirits. I will always hope that you're doing good in your next relationship, next friendship, next anything. It doesn't matter. Genuinely. I got so much love in my heart, I could never hate you. I can't hate nobody. I forgive every single person who's ever done me wrong. Even people who've done like shitty things to me. Crazy shitty things to me. I've done bad things to people. I always took accountability. I know what I did and I always gave you the truth. I would never lie to you. I could never be fake to you. I would never ever claim to be real, but I will never ever be fake towards you. I'm going to always keep it real with you. And even if it hurt, I'm not going to let this shit dwell on my mind forever. I'm going to speak up about it. Really, genuinely, I really am. Because I cannot I can't. I really can't. But this video, this video is almost 30 minutes. This is a really long video. I really hope you guys watch this, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of y'all afternoon. Have a good rest of y'all night. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. And if you do see this video and you watch this whole video through, please like, sub. I'm a growing YouTuber, as you can see. Low-key want to build a good fan base. I want to build a good community. One day, I want to be up there. I don't care about the status. I genuinely just want to be here. I want you guys to know I do this for you guys. Genuinely. I want you guys to come to me as a safe space. I want to be here. If you ever need anything, if you ever want to talk to me, if you just need to get something off your chest, I'm always here. Always, I promise. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all having a good day, good night. You know what I mean? But hope y'all enjoy the video. I just said it like 3 times. But see y'all again.